Hi, welcome. My name is Kendra and I love to pack light. So I'm going on a 3-day beach trip and I thought just for fun I would pack in my Uniqlo bag. This is a 3-liter bag. Yes, I hurt my wrist. Anyway, this is a 3-liter bag. Opens up like this, main compartment, and then 2 little pockets. So this is the bag for the trip. Let's see what I can fit inside. Let's start off with electronics, keeping it pretty simple for this trip. I'm going to bring my phone, but that's what I record on. I'll probably keep that in my pocket anyway on the plane. Charger for the phone, extra battery pack for the phone, charger for the battery pack, and headphones. Taking my own advice on this, in my last video I mentioned that I did not need to have 2 pairs of headphones, and I preferred having the plug-in headphones because then I don't need a charger for the headphones. So let's fit all that in here, and I think it should all fit in one of our little side pockets. This is actually my second time filming this. I refilmed because the sound quality was really bad, but last time Tess was playing with these while they went in, so sorry, you missed that. Okay, there's one section. Next up is toiletries. So obviously my full-size toiletries are not going to fit in that bag. So let me show you what I'm going to do. So I have my soap and Vaseline. This is actually a travel size, but it's still too big. So instead of bringing these large containers, I'm going to put a little bit into each side of this contact lens holder, pretty deep. Honestly, I don't even know where you buy these. I got them from my eye doctor, but you can get a really similar case from Muji, which I will try to link below. So I'll just scoop a little bit of the Vaseline to one side, and then I have some small pieces of soap because I had to cut a bar previously, and I'll just stick it in there. And, oh, here she is. Hi, Tess. I'm using the soap just to wash my face, so I don't need that much of it. There's going to be body soap at the location where I'm staying. There's going to be shampoo and conditioner. So I only just need a little bit of soap for my face if I'm needing to wash the ocean water off of it. Yeah, and this Vaseline will be if I just need a little bit of moisture anywhere on my body. I'm going to put this one in because Tess is playing with it. Little hair ties and hair clip. Yes. So, oh, sorry, Tess. I'm gonna put it in the bag that we're gonna use for these later so that she doesn't eat them. I love this deodorant. I usually travel with it because it's my favorite deodorant and they don't make a mini, but for such a short trip in such a small bag, that's not going to work. Instead of my large deodorant, travel deodorant. It's like maybe a quarter of the size. So this one, I've never used before, but I'm excited to try it. Hopefully I like it. My toothbrush. This is a pretty compact, especially for an electric toothbrush. However, still gonna save some space by using a little foldable one. I have these 2 flosses. It's a little less than half size, so it saves a little space. Probably wouldn't buy one of these because it's such a small amount of space, but I got it from the dentist, so might as well use it. Last of my swaps, I think, is for this hairbrush, which, this is a travel size hairbrush actually, but it's the one I use every day, but it just like takes a lot of space like width-wise, and I would be nervous that it would just get like broken in the bag since it's gonna be kind of squished in. So instead of that, I'm gonna take this comb. I don't know, maybe it technically is bigger actually, but it just is gonna slide into the bag a lot better. So all of these large items will be replaced by just that small group of items. So I'm just gonna take the large ones away. I know, Tess. So I can show you what else I have. Sunscreen lip balm. I believe this is from Chapstick, but the label came off. Regular sunscreen. This is for the face, but I'll just use it for my body as well. I think that's a good size to travel with anyway. Razor, since it's a beach trip. I'm not bringing any makeup. Hopefully I'll be a little bit tan, so I won't need any color on my cheeks or skin or anything, but I'll have my little lash curler and a little spoolie brush I can comb my lashes or do soap brows with. And that will be if I want to spruce things up a little bit. Along with those hair ties I showed before, I'll just have a little headband, a couple items for nausea. Might be riding in cars. I do get car sick in cars, so that is important. A little set of earplugs for the plane or for sleeping. I always like those for trips because you never know what it's gonna be like when you're trying to sleep. Eye mask. I need that to sleep. I actually can't sleep without it, so always bring that with me. All right, let's put everything in the bag. Gonna put the stuff I want on the plane in last. So that would be the earplugs, the nausea items. And it would actually probably be easier to pack all these items if I weren't to put them in the bag. However, I'm afraid there's so many small things, I'm afraid I'm gonna lose them, so. Okay, here's kind of just like random items that I'm packing. So this is my purse pouch. I always bring that with me in my purse. And that's going to hold most of this stuff. Band-Aids, alcohol wipes, nail file, dairy pills, hand sanitizer, pain medication, and a little spork. So let's pack that up. Okay. And then I have my wallet, my keys, my glasses, which I will actually wear on the plane, but then the sunglass covers, which I'll put in the bag. So let's try to get them in. I'm gonna go on the other side. Okay. I think I'll put the sunglasses in like the easier to access pocket, along with my wallet and my keys. And then, yeah, right in. Easy peasy. These will get worn. The only thing left, I believe, is clothes. On the plane, I'm gonna wear most of the clothes I'm bringing with me, starting with my linen shorts, my tank top that also has a little bralette in it, and then my swimsuit top. And then for shoes, I'm gonna have my Birkenstocks, which I'll wear on the beach and around town. And if I do need to go for a run, I will be running on the beach, so I won't need shoes. On top of my tank top, I'm gonna layer my pajama shirt that I'll be wearing whenever we're just hanging out at the house. I'm also going to bring a sweatshirt for those colder nights on the beach, which I'll just tie around my shoulders. I'll also bring my hat, which I'll either wear on my head or I will clip it onto my bag if I don't feel like wearing it. So now we're on to clothes that are actually being packed into the bag. So I have these little spandex shorts, which I can wear when just hanging out around the house or if I'm going on a run. The last thing I'm packing in my bag is this thin cotton dress that I've had for ages. I like to wear it on the beach as like a cover up a lot of the time, but I also could wear it into town. Okay, so let me show you packing. So I have a swimsuit bottoms, 3 pairs of underwear and a pair of socks, a dress, and a pair of spandex shorts. So I'm gonna kind of try to move my stuff off to the side a little. I'm actually gonna pull some of these like flatter items out. So like I said, I filmed this before, so I actually did this before, and maybe I'll even go back to my video before and see if I like the way I put it in better. And this might be cheating, but I have this little clip that I'm gonna put on the bag, and I could not bring my water bottle with me and just use a plastic water bottle or something like that. However, I really don't want to use single-use plastic, so I am going to clip my water bottle onto here. But that's it. My bag is not even as big as my cat. Not a lot of extra room, but who needs extra room? I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.